gem show in the grocery store, dropping racks on sapphire orbs, driving trucks with hella torque. My gothic princess with the all-black boat at the port, kissing my Gucci belt whenever I record inside of a Ford. She added sexiness to my life, but never acts like a whore. She's my bae girl, sapphire orbs looking like pearls. Ayy, they so kawaii and so gothic. Red candles with the wax stringing down the chandelier. Black robes for the bloody drip, and a kiss in the all-black bathroom and bathtub. At the gem show in the grocery store, dropping racks on sapphire orbs, driving trucks with hella torque. My gothic princess with the all-black boat at the port, kissing my Gucci belt whenever I record inside of a Ford. She added sexiness to my life, but never acts like a whore. She's my bae girl, sapphire orbs looking like pearls. And my gem show buying opals. Our love has me in a chokehold. Sapphire orbs painted black over the gold. We forever eternal. We gonna die now and come back in 2090. And you know where to find me, sailing on the gemstone sea. Kiss me on the cheek. Love you and don't miss you if our relationship gets any bleak. So blessed I never had to live on the streets and eat no raw meat. You my god girl, so whenever you want you can be kissing on my feet like a fluffy little goat. Give you head pats and kisses on the head. Gem show glistening with my neck like ice. Got the keyblade to slice and dice hearts I never broke, like a celebrity doing piles and piles of coke. At the gem show in the grocery store, dropping racks on sapphire orbs, driving trucks with hella torque. My gothic princess with the all-black boat at the port, kissing my Gucci belt whenever I record inside of a Ford. She added sexiness to my life, but never acts like a whore. She's my bae girl, sapphire orbs looking like pearls. Dying on the Hollywood sign like a pop star, popping pills and spilling the dust on a Pop-Tart. If it fails, then we hit restart. Then we hit restart. Hey, then we restart. Fix the Game Boy and put it in chains around your neck. It's a diamond, I am finding you in my heart. Happy Valentine's Day. You my cutie glistening in the night. Wake up and take a ride with me into paradise. And I'm in the ocean blue sapphire orb world. Every time I get in the blue boat at the boat show, sapphire orbs show me the way to the bay. Then I order A1 fish fillets. At the gem show in the grocery store, dropping racks on sapphire orbs, driving trucks with hella torque. My gothic princess with the all-black boat at the port, kissing my Gucci belt whenever I record inside of a Ford. She added sexiness to my life, but never acts like a whore. She's my bae girl, sapphire orbs looking like pearls. Ayy. Yeah, man. Yeah. I like the Gucci chokers and gothic princesses and nails painted black type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? I could get you lit coming soon. Yeah.
Part 2 of episode 3. This is Sniachyfest. This is 95.7 The Talk with your host, Sniachy. And I am here today with more information about Sniachyfest and to get you more in the know about it. So, just adjust myself here, and today, well, again, we're going to be talking about more Sniachyfest stuff. So, with that being said, we're going to jump right into it. So, as I said in the earlier episodes, all the amenities and all that stuff will be paid for. You're going to see a lot of new artists pop up, a lot of new content creators pop up, a lot of new inventors and designers, and a whole slew of other stuff that's going to pop up. So, really, with that being said, I think it's going to be a great way for people to come together and just be, united for 4 days. And then we're going to also have a lot of, late night lounges open underground. It'll be called the Opal Underground or the Nano Underground. basically that's where all your like futuristic dystopian technology and your late night grill restaurants will be found. Like, you can literally get like the sloppiest, most good tasting burger or cheesesteak possible. You can get like the grossest looking thing and it'll be like the best tasting A1 food you've ever freaking had. I'm doing that on purpose. It's called the Luxembourg Underground, because, you know, Luxembourg plus a borough under the ground. There's that. So the Luxembourg Nano Underground will be open literally from like 6 p.m. to like 3 a.m. Well, actually, it'll be open all the time. It'll just be dark as hell down there, like cave dark, like really, really dark. But with like, you know, it'll look very, very dystopian. Like you'll get the gist of what I'm saying when it opens. I'm like losing so much hair because like I need a cut. But the point is, you'll be able to access this through the secret passageways in your rooms. Not just the transportation tunnels. No, these are like full-blown passageways, like hidden under the carpet or in the wall or whatever. Like, you can literally, there will be these pillar elevators that will be hidden that you can only access. Other people won't be able to see them. Like, normal outsider people won't be able to see them. Only if you're wearing the HR goggles, the hyper reality goggles. Those, see, you'll be able to see the entrances when you wear those. You'll be able to see the secret entrances to the late night lounges in the Luxembourg Underground, because that underground is actually going to have like rooms like the basement that I'm sitting in to record this podcast. And I know you guys are going to want somewhere to go just relax during the day, because it's going to be hectic, like insanely hectic the entire time. Just non-stop music, non-stop everything. It's just going to be berserk. Then you're going to have a multitude of these like low fidelity restaurants that are like very small and have like very dim lighting in them, just to give off the whole dystopian effect and aesthetic to it, because that's kind of what I'm going for. Upstairs you got the utopian solar punk, you got the dystopian cyberpunk underground. So, you know, kind of yin-yang in this thing, in a sense. Then you'll have a lot of, you'll have a whole soda and juice bar down there and food. You'll have, well, actually, I'm going to design these like nuclear bunkers. So, well, actually, there's going to be like restaurants. There's going to be multiple ones of them. And then you're going to have the alleyway. Now, the alleyway. Okay, I'm not going to say it like that. That just sounds really dumb. But the alleyway is going to be something where you are going to have these people that are going to be in character, obviously, and they're going to invite you into these, you know, like bar type of places or like lounges. Then it's going to be like noisy on purpose. It'll go down even further. And then you're gonna have it's gonna be called the Solga Underground, because there's this YouTube channel called Solga, and the alternate version of the Krampus of Sniachyfest is called Solgafest, where it would take place in a mine, like a literal coal mine with a very almost dead lights, like barely any lighting, and it would be the scariest thing probably on this planet. But I'm not going to go that crazy because people would probably hate me. So with that being said, I'm not going to do that to people. And then we're going to have, so not only will we have all those things in the Luxembourg Underground, we will also have a bunch of late night music, like lounge music and stuff, and you can rap over lounge beats, which will be great because I want to evolve the music while the festival is going on, and then we can go through each of the 200 some phases that I have listed in my freaking phone that go all the way up to the year 10,000, bro. Because literally after that, after I've completed the phases in here, after I've completed all the phases, then the Everywhere at the End of Time saga is going to come to a close. That will probably end up being at Sniachyfest, because when it does end, then that's when we evolve our normal wristwatches into the nanodiamonds, because this is going towards the nanodiamonds, towards the nanodiamond era. So yeah. So right now we are on we're going to be up to eventually we're going to get up to phase 207, which will be 6047 to 6057. This is basically Sniachyfest. This is literally, if you wanted to put Sniachyfest into a actual time space stuff, if you really wanted to do this within the far future, if you really wanted to go off these dates and play the music for the respective dates, you would actually see an actual evolution in music, and it would be insanely crazy, because no one is ever doing that. Just consistently listening to music every single day for the past 2 years like I have. That's just how crazy music can get and how much it can evolve over time. Because when you evolve something, you create new opportunities for yourself and will be able to see different things. So Sniachyfest is really going to be one of those very innovative things. Where you will be able to physically live in the future and in a dystopian future at the same time. It's basically you're just stepping into the 35th century or whatnot, because we're going total. It's Sniachyfest solar punk. So that's what we're gonna really start off with. Now so now kind of moving on to Sniachyfest. Or actually, no. I kind of let's pause the Sniachyfest thing for a second and move on to Devil's Lake. So Devil's Lake, this year I'm calling it Devil's Lake Navigators because the goal of this year's Devil's Lake trip is to navigate the lake more extensively, and other lakes possibly, and actually even go over to Round Lake and boat on that. But the reason I call it Devil's Lake Navigators is because we are navigating the Michigan lakes over the course of the year and whatnot, and navigating the houses, and just going around to different houses and just doing different stuff, and not sticking with the same thing. So yeah. Sorry about that. Had a little tickle in my throat. But the thing is with Sniachyfest and the other things that I'm doing, and with Devil's Lake Navigators, which I just switched my little group chat to Devil's Lake Navigators. It used to be called the Ohio R&V Boat Show 2023 group chat. Now it's the Devil's Lake Navigators group chat. So basically, this is obviously evidence of evolution. So I'm gonna list off all the things, all the seasons, so then you guys get the gist of it, and you get the full insight of what the next seasons are going to be called: Beyond Pond Runners and Solartopia. So basically, this year is going to be called Devil. So, okay, first I'm going to go all the way back to the first year that I was there. First season was in 2007 was called Devil's Lake Year 1, and we were only there for half a week. Same with 2008's Devil's Lake Peachy, where I found this little rubber fish in the lake and I named it Peachy, and he's probably still at my cousin's house. Possibly. And then 2009, we dive into the legend of Devil's Lake, Legend of Princess Devil, where I just found out recently that there actually was a chick named Princess Devil. A Native American chick named Princess Devil. I did not know that. I thought that was just some fake made-up thing we came up with. But apparently she was real. And then Devil's Lake... In 2010, we had Devil's Lake Unova. Yeah, that happened. So, yeah. Well, actually, that may have been more of like Unova. Not even like more of like Devil's Lake Johto. Actually, it might have been Devil's Lake Johto, just because of the fact that I had gotten Heart Gold version that year. Well, actually, no. Yeah, Soul Silver. Because I got it, after Christmas. So technically, in a sense, this is kind of inaccurate because the Unova thing didn't happen until 2011. And 2012, so it would have been Unova Part 1 and 2, but I'm just going to leave it at how it is, because, So, there's that, and then Devil's, in 2000, I know this is making me really weird and weirdly uncomfortable to say this, because I just realized that I screwed it up, because... Hold on a sec. I'm gonna look up when Black and White was released. Okay, September 18th, 2010. So I am accurate. So, then next year in 2011 was Devil's Lake Wii Sports. Then in 2012, Devil's Lake Wii Sports Resort. Then in 2013, I went to Disney World, and that would have been Wii Sports Club. But that did not happen. And then in 2014, it was called Devil's Lake George Teller, because we went to this house that was owned by a dude named George Teller. And let me tell you, the chairs in that house were squeaky. So yeah, it was weird, and it was a tiny little house. It was a very tiny house. And then next year, the year after that, we went to this house that had like little like barn rooms. It was the coolest thing ever. So that was Devil's Lake Loft House. Then 2016 is Devil's Lake Burt Lake, where we went to Burt Lake. It's obvious as that. I mean, there's not really a whole lot of explaining to do, but for some, well, because this is all before the metaphorical reset that we had in 2020. So then Devil's Lake Indian River was in 2017. 2018, Devil's Lake Mackinac, where we went to Mackinac, and then we didn't go in 2019 because we went to DC in the Atlantic Ocean. Then 2020 was season 13, where it was Devil's Lake Blue Boat Gang. That's where the Blue Boat Gang was founded at Pickerel Lake. Another lake that we will be exploring again during the Devil's Lake Navigators series this summer. And I will be explaining that during the Devil's Lake arc sometime in season 2 and whatnot. Blue Boat Gang, Devil's Lake Blue Boat Gang 2 was in 2021. And then Devil's Lake Nano City was last year. And then this year is Devil's Lake Navigators. And that's where we are right now. And I'm going to go to the advanced series. So next year is Devil's Lake Pond Runners. And what a pond runner is, just think of the Cyber Glider shoes as a jet ski. That's a pond runner. You're basically just you're just running the lakes, the ponds, every body water in Michigan. Then the year after, in 2025, it's called Devil's Lake Solartopia. I am proud to announce the titles of 2026 and beyond. For 2026, we have Devil's Lake Psych Burst. Basically, I was actually psych bursting a little bit, at least a week ago or so. Then in 2027, the title for that Devil's Lake vacation will be Devil's Lake Chakra Pulse, where you meditate until your chakra is literally just, pulsing. It's that obvious. Like, the title is obvious. But I will get more into chakra pulsing and psych bursting later on, because that's going to be a whole nother, a whole nother podcast. because that's going to take a lot of explanation. And now I am also proud to announce that in 2028, the title for that year, for that Devil's Lake trip, will be called Devil's Lake Amphibiotech, where we explore the futurism and modernization of watercraft and swimwear. The cyber flippers will be available around that time, so you can get a sense of all the Devil's Lake branded stuff that we will be selling eventually. And then I am proud to announce in 2029 Devil's Lake Aqua Drifters. Yes, the advanced version of pond runners. When you aqua drift on a boat, you're basically floating off of the water. You go so fast that you will start aqua drifting on the water. You will aqua drift. That's what aqua drifting is. And now in 2030, the shoes I was mentioned earlier, it will be called Devil's Lake Cyber Gliders. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Of what you want to hear about next, about cyber gliders, psych bursting, aqua drifting. Basically, shock repulsing is where you go into a very deep meditation, and you it's where you really almost astral project in a sense. So if you do that on a boat or on water, you could astral project yourself as if you were in the ocean. So now in 2031, I am glad to announce the Vision Devil's Lake, the Vision Aquanaut, which was a thing we came up with 12 years ago as a little patrol force called the Aquanauts. Now the Vision Aquanaut is the hyper advanced version of watercraft, where you will have probably the most advanced technology, watercraft technology available to you during that era. And you will also be able to go onto the Hyperplex website, and there will be a thing lit up in bright neon colors saying, "Click this for a pontoon boat." That's how crazy it's going to be. Like, you will literally be able to just get a Sea-Doo pontoon boat. Because I will actually collab with Sea-Doo and make that happen. Once I get my website up, that will happen. And now, for probably one of the craziest things ever, this is a thing that we will be distributing everywhere. And I am not only proud of my gang, the Blue Boat Gang, but now we are at a point in time where we can open up the gates and let the tropical world invade. I am proud to announce that in 2032, the title for that year's Devil's Lake trip will be called Devil's Lake Tropical Invasion. Now with Tropical Invasion, I will be allowing the Blue Boat Gang to bring in the most tropical themed things. Like scuba gear, wetsuits, more advanced new wetsuits, and all that other stuff. So now you will be able to see an advancement in the tropical aesthetic and Devil's Lake. I again am proud to announce Devil's Lake Tropical Invasion. And now, moving on to 2033, that trip, the title for that trip will be called Devil's Lake Legends of the Past. And we will, so with Devil's Lake Legends of the Past, there will be discussions and history lessons and all that stuff about like Princess Devil, the origin of the lake, where the lake's moving towards, and everything else you could ever think of. All the legends, all the Devil's Lake legends from the past trips taken by other people and even my family, for instance. We will be discussing all the legends that have come through Devil's Lake and made their mark in history, in lake history. That is the whole pinpoint, the whole vantage point of Devil's Lake Legends of the Past. Now in 2034, the Blue Boat Gang is proud to announce the title for that year's Devil's Lake presentation and Devil's Lake trip, and the presentation of Devil's Lake Time Travelers, where we go in depth to the different time periods of my family's past Devil's Lake trips. There will be a lot to discuss and more of that people will be able to interact with their past relatives, if you so choose, because we will create AI versions of your relatives, and you can and you will be able to travel back in time to that period, not literally, but like through AI, you will be able to come in contact and quote unquote time travel to the time period of when your past relatives went to Devil's Lake to experience it for the very first time. And now, for probably one of the bigger titles, in 2035, I'm wholeheartedly, me and the rest of the Blue Boat Gang are proud to announce Devil's Lake Water Bishops. The rank before the Tycoon rank. Water Bishops, this is getting us closer and closer to a perfect lake vacation, a perfect 2-week lake vacation. One day it will happen. That has been my vision forever, and that will be a part of the vision Aquanaut and many other things to come in the future. So that is my plan for those trips. And now in 2036, get ready. Once you have discovered and boated on and stayed on all 11,000 bodies of water in Michigan, you will be, I am proud to announce, with the Blue Boat Gang, Devil's Lake Marine Tycoons. And everyone who has stayed in a cottage, boated on, visited, whatever, once you have done all that on all 11,000 bodies of water in Michigan, you will become something known as a marine tycoon. And knowing that I have gone on a few lakes already myself, I am technically a level 9 water bishop. I just never knew it at the time, but I am now a level 9 water bishop. So basically there's that. Level 10 water bishop will be the one step closer to becoming a marine tycoon. Now, the thing you have been waiting for. The one thing that everyone has been waiting for. Devil's Lake Origins. This will be the chance for us to reveal the origins of this trip. And then we will revert back to the original eventually. But not now. Eventually we will, because we are running out of titles. I'm running out of ideas, actually. Like, in all seriousness, I'm actually running out of a lot of ideas, and it's insane how many ideas I can come up with in just one day and then run out of them the next. So that's why I write everything down that I think about. Not everything, but a majority of things I will write down in my notes app that I've been thinking about during the day. So, with that being said, that will be Devil's Lake Origins in I am proud to announce Devil's Lake Origins in 2037. That will be in July of 2037. That will be releasing on July 13th, 2037. And now, the next to last title in this first, seasons 1 through 34, Devil's Lake Wonders of the Water in 2038. See, this is the full advancement of navigators. We will be wandering under the water this time in subs, in small little 2-person submarines, in mini subs. So basically, That will be happening. And not only will that be happening, that will also be coinciding with Sniachyfest. Once you hit the Aqueduct Transportation System, or ADTS, you will be transported to the Skydroplex at Devil's Lake, and you will become a pond runner, or a navigator, or an aquanaut, or an aqua drifter, or a shock repulsor, or a psych burster. Any one of those you will be ranked as. Those are the ranks for being a marine tycoon. You have to go from a navigator to a pond runner to a solartopian, to a psych burster to a shock repulsor. To Amphibia Tech Lord, Amphibia Tech Sage, an Aqua Drifter, Cyber Glider, an Aquanaut, a Tropical Invader, a Time Traveler, Water Bishop, and then the Marine Tycoon. Those are the ranks, and I will hope to see you all in the next phase of Devil's Lake. That is all for Devil's Lake. But wait, there's one more. In 2039, before we hit the next decade, the origin. This is not just Devil's Lake Origins. We're going all the way back to 2007. So in 2039, the Blue Boat Gang and myself are proud to announce our brand new project that we will have been working on forever. It is simply titled Devil's Lake 2007. That is the final thing. Before the new era begins. Well, the new era will begin as soon as I start having kids. That's the pinpoint of the new era. Or my brother or my sister starts having kids. That's when the new era starts. That's when we do another, or I guess you could say, yeah. So the first phase. So phase 1, 1912 to 2006. Phase 2, Aquanauts, 2007 to 2018. Phase 3, Easy El Songe Tavern, 2019 to the present. Then so seasons 1 through 120, we are now in phase 3. We are now in phase 3. We actually ended phase 3 with season 110 in 2022. Now we are in phase 4, which is 2023 to 2038. Seasons 111 to seasons 120. So basically, this coincides with Sniachyfest. So it says, by this time, the Sniachyfest idea will have died because of the music having evolved into a more experimental phase and sound. Plus, everyone will be focused on the new sound and will keep evolving it as time goes on. Sometime during the duration of 2032, Sniachyfest and the Hyperplex will receive new names and new businesses located within the facility. To add to this, the new names will include the following. The new name of the Hyperplex will be called the Intergalactic Planetary Corporation System. The new name for Sniachyfest will be called the Planetary Nano Gadget Convention. And that's when, that'll be around the time our kids are graduating college. Or, no, I said 2032. So most likely middle school. That would technically be middle school. So there is that. We are going into a whole new era. Prepare yourselves, guys. Sniachyfest is not only going to be just music. It's going to be a science of the Center for Science and Invention, and content creation, and food, and cooking, and everyday household chore things, whatever you want to do. Your dreams are endless. Your futures are endless. Because you can never cap your future. You can never cap your future because the possibilities are completely endless. No matter what you do in life, you will have endless opportunities for literally everything. And that is all I have today in this episode, and I will see you guys in episode 5. And peace out. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe on my YouTube. That is all I have today. I am Sniachy. I will see you in episode 5.